Rush coming. Forced to throw. Coming back for it. Breaking a tackle. Slayton. Catch and run. Down the sideline. Slayton. Twirling. Touchdown.
What up, New York Giant Nation? It is your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, coming at you with the Week 11 edition of the True Blue Prevue. The 3-6 Detroit Lions coming to visit MetLife Stadium to take on the 7-2 New York Football Giants. Gonna get right into it. I can't tell you the magnitude of this game right now. It don't seem like it's a big matchup when you look at it on paper. It shouldn't, but right now, honestly, it is. For the New York Giants, this matchup is critical. It's critical this week because we got our stretch of games coming up that are going to be hell. And you got to handle your business this week against the Detroit Lions and move into 8-2. And this is how we got to do it. Like I said, stop being fancy. We know what our identity is on offense. Our identity on offense is number 26, Saquon Barkley. Big doses of it. Got to hit this Detroit Lions defense with big doses of Saquon Barkley, number 26. Yes, the best running back in the league this year. Back to that form. We got to give him a big, heavy dose of that man. Daniel Jones, this is going to be another one of those weeks where I expect to see a lot from you with your legs. Getting out that pocket and exploiting this terrible Detroit Lions defense, ranked number 32 in the league. This is the week this offense got to show an ability to score some points. Because this Detroit Lions offense has shown that ability. They've shown the ability to put up big points. Now, I know no one's really done that against the New York Giants this season. No one's eclipsed a 30-point mark against the New York Giants defense this season. But that can still change. That can change at the drop of a hat. And this Detroit Lions offense is very capable of putting up those kind of numbers. So let me tell you something, man. You got to come ready. Do not be looking past this Detroit Lions team, looking at the rest of the schedule you got going beyond, because that will get you caught up, New York Football Giants. That will get you caught up, and that will be a bad thing. Got to take this team seriously no matter what their record is. I believe Coach Brian Daboll will have us doing that, man. Look, hopefully we can get Saquon Barkley going in this game early. And that can open up some things in the passing game. Maybe open up that play action game. Maybe you can actually get some downfield stuff going. But that's going to depend on establishing that ground game first. Absolutely. Once we start pounding them with Saquon Barkley, maybe it can open up some things. Maybe we can get Slayton downfield leaking out. If Wan'Dale Robinson's out on the field, because as of right now his status is up in the air a little bit, maybe we can get some big plays from out of him. Kenny Golladay, his stats also up in the air for this week now. I don't know what the situation is with him, dealing with a hamstring thing all of a sudden again. Look, I just want to see something from that guy. Anything is better than what we've seen so far. 2 catches, 22 yards on the season. Nah, it's not exactly what the New York Giants invested in. You know, that's not what we were thinking we were getting when we signed this guy to this huge contract a year ago. So I just want to see anything out of him, whatever it may be. Going against his former team, you would think that could motivate a guy, make him a little bit hungry, but we're going to have to find out, wait and see. As far as this Detroit Lions team goes, man, they got a couple guys over there, man. They got a pretty decent little two-headed monster in the backfield. DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams. DeAndre Swift can hit the home run at any point in time, just like that. So you got to definitely watch him with that football when they hand that football off to him. And the New York Giant run defense has not been the greatest. So you definitely got to watch out for that. But also Jamal Williams will hit you with that power. and he leads the way. Leads the way on this Detroit Lions team with this run game. 604 yards on the season, 9 touchdowns, which leads the NFL. And so you got to watch Jamal Williams, especially if they get in that red zone. He is definitely their guy once they get in that red zone, get inside the 10 and 5 particularly. They have no problem feeding that man the ball, and he has shown no problem pushing it in the end zone. So definitely got to be aware of that. And then at wide receiver, they got this kid out of USC, man. A couple years ago, they drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown. This was one of my favorite guys coming out of the draft a couple years ago at the wide receiver position. Definitely was a guy I had my eye on. Was looking for maybe the Giants to potentially add if he was around in that, second, third round range for the New York Giants. We went a different way, obviously. We know that story. We're not going back there. No need talking about Kadarius Toney. That's over with. That's old news for the New York Giants now. But, Amon-Ra St. Brown has been making big plays for the Detroit Lions, man. And he is about another year away from probably being a legitimate superstar at that position in this league, man. This kid just is explosive. He's scrappy. And he is very dangerous with the ball in his hands. So definitely going to have to be alert and be aware of where he's at all times. And we got to take care of it. Got to handle that. We got to shore that up and make it happen against this Detroit Lion offense, because this is the strong point of the suit of their team, is they have the ability to go out there and go toe-to-toe with anybody and score points and put up points in bunches. Jared Goff, we all laugh. We make jokes. We crack jokes about Jared Goff. Oh, he's washed. He's trash. He's this. He's that. What he is a quarterback that has played in a Super Bowl before. He's a quarterback that knows what winning is all about from his Los Angeles Rams days. So we can say what we want about Jared Goff, and I know I'm not sitting here acting like Jared Goff is Tom Brady or something like that. But look, Jared Goff knows what it takes to win football games, and especially if you allow him to build up confidence within the game. He will make the throws that he has to make, and he will make it happen. So you can say what you want about Jared Goff, but he's playing pretty efficient football overall this season so far, with 15 touchdowns passes on the year. But he also has 7 interceptions. We can go ahead and we can do our part to add a couple more interceptions to his stats. That'll go a long way in the New York Giants' success for this game, man. It'll go a long way. You cannot let Jared Goff get comfortable. He will sit there and carve us up if we let him get comfortable back in that pocket. Which comes to my next point is that pass rush. It's got to start getting home. It has to start getting home. It's at a point now where the pressures, as nice as the pressures are, you got to start getting these quarterbacks down to the ground. We're just not sacking the quarterback enough. You got to get these quarterbacks down to the ground more. And like I'm talking about with the good strong pass rush, not coverage sacks. Good strong pass rush. Get that push up the middle from Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams, which I think they have been providing that quite well. But you got these guys off the edge, you got to start getting home. Kayvon Thibodeau, you've been making some, good things happen. You get your hands up, you knock down some balls, you do get good pressure. Now I want to see them sack numbers start coming up, man. Still only got the 1 sack on the year, if I'm not mistaken. Still obviously without Azeez Ojulari, but that's when the other guys got to step up. The Jihad Wards, Shane Zimenez, and they've been doing a good job of stepping up and filling in those big shoes of Azeez Ojulari. So we just got to get that pressure there. We got to get it home. Definitely got to start getting that pressure home. And like I said, Dexter Lawrence, just keep elevating your game the way you have been, playing at that all-pro level that you've been playing at. Because, yes, indeed, Dexter Lawrence has been playing at an all-pro level this season. That kid is he's looking like a superstar. I mean, off the record, Aaron Rodgers, even a quarterback of Aaron Rodgers' ilk, went out there and made a statement, made a comment saying that Dexter Lawrence could possibly be the next Aaron Donald. I'm not ready to go all the way there yet. Obviously, we know what Aaron Donald is, but that's a hell of a compliment from a legitimate superstar in this league. So Dexter Lawrence, man, just keep going out there doing what you've been doing. I know he's a little banged up, dealing with a little bit of issues, a little bit of pain, back pains, and whatever. So hopefully he'll be able to go out there and continue to play the kind of football he's been playing all season, because that's going to be clutch for this New York Football Giant team. It's going to be absolutely clutch. So just got to go out there and get the job done against a team that you have no business losing against. Because like I said, I cannot stress the importance of this football game with the matchups we have coming up. Next, we already know what we got next week on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys down in Texas. And then we also know we'll be following that up with a matchup against the Washington Commanders, then the Philadelphia Eagles, and then the Washington Commanders again. Yes, you heard what I just said. That is 4 straight divisional matchups. That's going to make or break our season. But we got to get this one out the way first, and we got to get this W, and we got to leave this football game at 8-2. Detroit is a cold weather city.
I'm freezing out here.
But they play in a dome, and they come into MetLife, and it's going to be 37 degrees. It's going to be windy. It's going to be blustery, and it's going to be New York Football Giant weather out there.
Hey, asshole. Don't you know better than to wear pajamas in the middle of winter?
And we got to get it done.
Вы что думаете, что мне холодно?
28-12. That's what I'm saying is going to happen, because I know Coach Brian Dable is going to have this team ready. I feel it. I feel confident, and this is going to be the week we can blow somebody out.
Вам холодно, а мне нет. Я по яйцам в холодной воде ходил.
Got to be able to score points against his horrible defense. Got to. Got to slow down Aiden Hutchinson, their superstar number 2 overall draft pick, coming off that edge. I think if he matches up with Andrew Thomas, no worries in the world. No worries in the world, because Andrew Thomas is also playing at an all-pro level this season. So if we can get him matched up against Andrew Thomas, I think Andrew Thomas will handle him the way he's been handling everyone else this season. If they are smart, they'll move Aiden Hutchinson around, try to exploit the New York Giants' weaknesses on the offensive line. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens, but I believe the New York Giants can win this game 28-12. Be the first time we can blow somebody out this season. And I think it's going to happen, because this is the defense the New York Giants should be able to exploit. And there's no excuse for not getting it done against this defense.
This guy cannot come back to tell this story. You understand?
So as always, immediately following the game, make sure you come back to my channel and you tune in to the True Blue Aftermath live, where I will be spilling all the good, the bad, and the ugly. Usually have some friends along the way helping me out with the aftermath. We all talk that New York Giant talk following the game. So make sure you tune in for that live on MacDaGiantsFan's channel. Also, don't forget on Wednesday, special time this week, coming at y'all a little bit earlier, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me and my guy, the super dope co-host Adam Costas, for a Week 12 edition of the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. Make sure y'all tune into that, and make sure y'all subscribe, like, share the videos, ring that bell. Just keep supporting the channel the way y'all have been. I appreciate it so deeply, man. MacDaGiantsFan, man. It's been an amazing journey so far, an amazing run. So I just want you to keep supporting me, and I'll keep dishing out that content that y'all love, man. And like I said, don't forget, make sure y'all definitely tune into the True Blue Aftermath immediately following the game, man. Immediately following the game. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, man. Make sure y'all enjoy the game on Sunday. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's It's your boy, Mac the Giants Fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants Fan. That's MacDa Giants Fan.